Marissa Hunt. I'm the email marketing and lifecycle strategist at Indiegogo, and more importantly, for the purposes of this, I have 3 cats. So I was asked to try out the PETKIT AIRSALON, which is great for my cats, potentially, because I do have to bathe my cats quite a lot, and this seems like an easier way to get them dry than my current method of vigorously towel drying and hoping, because that's all you can really do. So I'm gonna get into this box. Okay, user manual right on top. That's a good sign. This is packaged really nicely. This is just, everything's on top here. It's not just all thrown in the bottom. So we've got power cord, the styrofoam, and here is the unit. So it is pretty big. It is a lot bigger than I thought it was going to be. I have 3 cats, and they're sort of the small, medium, large, where my small guy is only about 11 pounds, and he's fairly little. My middle one's about 12 and a half, and my big guy's 17, so I thought maybe the little one would fit, maybe the medium one, but this really does seem like I can get them all in there. So this is all that's in the box, which makes it very easy to put together, I'm assuming. It's just the plug and the unit itself. So let's take a look at the directions. Let's plug it in and see how it goes. Just gonna plug this end into the back first. So it's plugged in. There is a control switch on the back, like a power on-off. So I'm gonna turn that on. Okay, it takes a couple seconds, but it does boot up and you see the light comes on. I'm gonna move this back a little bit. So first impressions as I'm looking at it, there's the door is on the front, and there is a little latch here, so you can't just like open it, you have to use the latch, which I'm assuming is because otherwise the cats will just run right out. Okay, there's this little plate in the bottom. It has sort of, they look like vent covers. So we're gonna flip this upside down because they have, it came like this upside down, but these are clearly feet and there's little resting places for them in there. So I'm gonna slide this in. And it doesn't quite click into place, like it's not, I could very easily remove it, but it's not moving anywhere just with normal pressure. There's also this little cat door on top with also a little opening thing. So you can reach in and pet your cats while they're in here. So if they're a little anxious, you can soothe them that way. But again, it's the same thing where they can't just put their head against it and then pop out the top. So our controls up here are temperature, fan speed, and this one is duration. So let me just play around with the settings before we try to put a cat in here. So if I put this up, I'm playing with the fan speed right now. So it has between a 1 and a 6 fan speed. There are 6 different fan speeds. This is at 6, the highest one. Okay, so let me go get a cat and we'll see how this goes. Hey buddy, how about this cool box? Try the box. Hi. Okay, well, I've learned my lesson, so we'll be a lot more careful about this time. Hey, buddy. Yeah. So I can really get in there and give him some pets. And lock that. I'm gonna turn this fan down because I don't think starting it on the highest setting is gonna do well. And let's give it a start. He seems to just be sniffing around. He's really sniffing at this door. I think he learned that's how you get out. he's just hanging out in there. He'd rather be out here, you can tell that by how he's moving around, but he's not making any really distressed noises. So he's not scared of it or anything. He just would prefer to be outside of it. You're okay, buddy. It's nice and warm in there, don't you like it? Get your tail in. All right, this is only on about half speed, so I'm gonna turn it up just to see how he reacts, but if he reacts poorly, I'm gonna stop and just let him out. All right, it's all the way up at 6. Hi, buddy. You can actually see if he stands still for long enough, you can see the fur on the bottom. It's like a hairdryer, it's moving around. All right, let's turn it off. Okay, buddy, come on out. Well, I guess he really likes it in there. He's very curious about it. He does keep sniffing around it, so that's good to know. He's not afraid of it after having been in it, which I was sort of initially worried about, that he would just be scared of it. That's pretty good. What do you think, buddy? So overall, the PETKIT AIRSALON is a really interesting product. It was very simple to set up. Really, all you have to do is install this bottom tray, which is already sitting in here, and you just have to flip it into position. And then you just plug it in, turn it on the back, and you're ready to go. It was a little unclear from the directions. Like, it has you in step 2, download the app and start the setup process. But then once you get in there, like, I thought you needed it to run the machine, and you don't. But it is very easy to operate. Of course, she's curious about it now. Let's open it up. Go ahead. She only wanted the closed door. It is very easy to operate. Everything's listed right here. It's very easy to understand. There's no buttons on here that I'm curious, like, I don't know what they do, or I couldn't figure out how to work them after a minute. It's easy to open this pet door, but also it's locked from the inside, so the pet can't just pull a bacon bits and shove his face up and climb out. And it's really easy, like, you can see where all the ventilation is. There's a lot of good ventilation in here. Your cats are not just like stuck in the same box for the whole time. So I think it's definitely a product worth trying if you have a cat who likes to go in the bath and you're worried about drying them, or if you have a really small dog or maybe a puppy that you're worried about bathing and again making sure they're dry afterwards. This seems like a great product that you could really use to help you out with that.